Dong.
Nice intro.
There's a baseball player came out.
This is
the closing pitcher for one of the baseball teams came out to the Undertaker to the gong.
That's pretty amazing. This is Life is Full of It. We're back. We're talking about coming out as the Undertaker.
Talking about gongs.
You and I, it's funny. Growing up, I got annoyed with the Undertaker because I used to watch WrestleMania all the time, and I knew he was going to win. So I was like, this is a waste match. It's wasted.
And then when he lost, you were like...
No. Growing up after that, after I got to adulthood, and you learned about this motherfucker.
Is that what this is called?
No. You learn about this motherfucker's legacy, and you're like, fuck, he's done so much for wrestling.
Alpha dog.
He's done so much for wrestling.
He's the king of the.
And then when he did lose, it was shocking.
Locker room.
But I mean, you don't know the only person.
He's judge, jury, and executioner.
Ooh, the Undertaker, perfect name for him. I got the perfect name for you.
Oh, did you see the fucking? This is way off sidetrack, but I gotta bring it. You see the drunk Texas speaker? Look up drunk Texas senator. It's this guy who's blitzed in the middle of like the Senate. Like he's like, what? It's a drunk.
I get what you're saying,
but
House. What are they talking about?
He's so drunk
look it up. Where were they asking?
It's like a 30-second clip. Look it up. Look up Texas senator drunk.
Was he like at the Congress thing?
Yeah, he was. Well, he's the speaker of the House of Representatives for the state of Texas.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And we're supposed to basically be doing a Best There Is podcast. I'm sorry. Basically.
You gotta look this up real quick, though.
Because I felt like we were falling back in.
Even when we pick a topic, we always start on tangents, right?
Well, at least
come to the topic eventually.
At least with Adam, he's pretty good at staying on the subject. Especially with religion with Rudy, who has not spoken to me since. I guess you can't talk to people about religion.
I guess if you can't handle the heat, stay at the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing against them. It's understandable.
I just don't.
For me, I'm very open to that. I could talk to anybody, and if I disagree with you, most of the people I know that I disagree with, they can handle being disagreed with. Or even, but I guess it's more of a put down, maybe, that you don't know, like you told him, you don't know much about this, and he couldn't handle that. I forgot it was you in that conversation.
Oh, that's right. I was just spitting fucking truth.
I guess, but it just
annoys when people are like, yeah, I'm becoming religious, and it's like you have literally zero, or you're picking and choosing what you want. Like that's
can't play the game or can't win if you don't pick a team, bro. You know what I mean?
You can have faith.
Just pick one.
You could have faith in something. I have faith in something, right? But I'm not a religious person. But when you're like, I'm a religious person, that means there's a bunch of these things you have to buy into. And if you're not willing, if you just want to pick and choose what you want, then you just
that's what I'm saying. My thing's when you start
doing it to feel good about it.
Start shuffling around, like.
Because I was asking him, like, what do you think about gay people? Do you think gay people are going to hell? Blah, blah, blah.
I don't know. Religious people are all crazy, but
he was like, no, and I'm like, you can't just be like, no, if that's like a core tenet of the book.
My cousin's a good kid.
Yeah,
he's not a bad dude, but he wants to be like, I'm devoted.
He wants to belong.
Devoted to this religion.
That's like a
but
cult.
for you to be devoted, you gotta follow everything, right? Yeah. You know, and he says I don't agree with how they treat gays. So that I'm not cool with, and they treat me like crap for that. And we're like, then you shouldn't follow that religion because that means you're not following it because they believe gays go to hell or whatever.
Well, they have certain weird, like there's one in, I can't remember, it was like Alabama where they're like a gay church kind of thing. And I think it depends because that's what Chris Pratt got in trouble for, was all his church was all anti-gay or whatever, the one he belongs to. But he's like, hey, it's like a chain.
But
there's like
they're also not more anti-gay than the average American church. Is his name
Dave Filon? The drunk on the house floor?
I believe so. Filane, it's spelled like F-L. It's like
P-H.
L. Okay, yeah, it's really weird.
Because you ever see the...
Yeah, it's E-A-N or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should look up like... Because you've seen Book of Mormon, right?
Yes. Not in a while, but yes.
Yeah, how they talk about like how Mormons view the gays and all that shit. Like it's just weird with each religion so weird against gays.
We're just in such a brand new age. It's
You have to hear this audio. It should play through the headphones.
But it's weird. It sucks because he hasn't talked to me, and that's been over.
But that shouldn't affect
3 months.
If he's letting that affect your and his relationship, that's on him.
Well,
it wasn't like.
That's why I'm not.
It was me confronting him about all that stuff.
Well, I was also he complained to Adam about it, and Adam shared the text with me because you don't do that with family because they're going to show you what other family says. It's taking forever to load.
Not us. Not when it's like me, my sister complaining about our parents. I'm like, I'm gonna go show my parents. Oh, Maddie was talking shit about you.
Cousins, bro.
Cuzzos.
Too goddamn funny.
Hit that fucking video, brother.
It's loading. Yeah,
what the fuck?
So when was this thing?
The drunk guy?
Yeah.
It was like a week ago.
It's my
and the AG called him and was like, I'll just fucking pull it up on my phone, bro. Breathe. Broski.
I like Brov.
Brotalehihu.
I like Brov.
Oi, bruv. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Have you got the HBO Max thing yet? A new update. Now it's just Max.
Right, but do you have to actually do anything with it?
No, it just switches. You just have to download a new app. At least on my TV. That's
so. While we're waiting for this, who knows when the fuck it's gonna pop up? Oh, wait, maybe it is popping up. Jeremy, can you get on that?
I have it on my phone.
You complain to me so much when I record or put my phone up. You complain to me so much.
I was just gonna show him. I was gonna put it up on the mic.
No, that's bad podcasting.
Look at his dumbass hammer.
Oh, so that's the dude that's drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks hilarious.
It's freezing on me, so if it doesn't play in a second, I'll just have you
what
play
the fuck is wrong with Joe Internet?
He keeps trying to talk, but it's drunk.
Buffering.
It is. It keeps buffering. It'll move a little bit and buffer.
I'll just show on my phone.
I just want to see this. So he's like visibly drunk.
Why don't you put it like...
Because I want to show him the video.
Oh.
You have to see the guy be drunk. I just want to find the fucking clip. I don't need the... Here.
Is there objection there, Your Honor? I have no... You can just tell he's wasted.
Hey, double click up towards the rewind. Just like click my screen twice towards the rewind.
To do it all over again?
Yeah, just so you can hear from the beginning. Put up the mic now.
Mr. Campbell,
I can't even do that hand
amendment is acceptable to the author. Is there objection to the opposite amendment? The chair has done. Amendment is adopted.
The amendment is adopted. And his dumbass big hammer.
The chair recognizes Mr. Johnson of Harris.
He's either drunk or having
Mr.
a stroke.
Johnson of Harris.
He's drunk.
What happened to him?
He was drunk.
No, what happened to him?
He's gone.
They haven't...
The AG crackdown. Attorney General of the state of Texas was like, yeah, you guys
can't come to work that drunk, bro.
Not into political office, no.
Sadly, he probably drove to there, too.
No.
He got driven.
He was probably drinking in the limo or whatever they're driving him in. They're politicians.
Even if he
probably
wasn't
had like
drunk, he
$1,000
probably got drove there. He's got like a personal security team, dude.
Yeah.
It's a politician.
They're rich. They ain't driving nowhere.
Anyways, you wanted to ask Levi about a couple of the movies. You were talking about Max. So
that's what I was gonna bring up, like the new Shazam movie.
My cousin was talking about it, and he was like,
Adam?
Yeah, Adam, who's on here quite a bit.
Adam from Adam Ruins Everything.
Yep.
Ernie's best friend.
Ernie's
stalker crush.
Sometimes I feel him, but sometimes he annoys me. He's really a voice for the Writers Guild right now, so it's kind of hard for me to...
Why don't you support the Writers Guild?
I do. It's just kind of hard for me to support him supporting it, because sometimes, besides his character in Adam Ruins Everything, he kind of annoys me. He came from Funny or Die or College Humor. But regardless, yeah, so he was telling me that it was pretty funny. He's in the middle of it. He's like, it's pretty funny so far. I told him what fucked me up with it is I got it leaked. Again, I'm not super cool. There's just leaks you can find online. But it was probably like 6-7 months ago, and I read the whole fucking thing. And I actually did a YouTube video on it, explaining basically don't listen to it if you don't want to, but here's this. And I explained the whole story. And it seemed very fucking stupid and very fucking boring. So I have no desire to watch it, because from what I saw in the trailers and clips, it's exactly what I read.
Are they gonna send the Pinkertons after you now?
Maybe.
Well,
that happened, by the way.
I don't know. It's pretty slow. Like, you watched it, right?
No, I didn't know. You just told me it was fucking on Max. Otherwise, I didn't know.
I like the first one.
The first one's great.
The
second one, like, people said,
I need some credit here.
It took away.
Who convinced you to watch it?
Whatever.
First one is solid. First one's one.
You
of
guys
the best
all
DC
want
ones.
claims.
Well, I was
like, I'm the one that had you watch Harley Quinn.
No,
first,
that's
not
me.
Declan. No, I think it was Donnie.
No, he didn't. I'm the one who watched it before
See
Donnie
what I'm
did.
saying?
I'm the one who.
How you guys.
This is the fucking pro.
I wanted you to.
I just hate unacceptable conditions. 1,000 years in jail.
But how do you feel about that?
I didn't like the villains. Like the villains,
they were made up, right?
Yeah. Well, they're not in the comics, and like Captain Marvel, Shazam, whatever the fuck you want to call them, has so many weird villains. Like you could have did Mr. Mind, you could have did like you could do anything. Like his weird story.
Tiger.
Yeah, there's a talking tiger and a talking fucking rabbit. Like that's kind of weird.
Is there a talking wand or a wand that comes to life?
It's a pen.
A pen. Yeah. I read that and I was like, "There's no way this is going to be in." And I recite this when I did the video, and I was
that's kind of a funny part of the
video. I was like, "There's no way this is going to be in it. This is too Harry Potter."
Yeah. Well, dude, Shazam's very Harry Potter though.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Like Shazam the books, like you run the gamut from like fucking wizards to robots to like talking fucking like little insects to
caterpillars.
It's a fucking kaiju and shit. Like you run the whole gamut of like fantasy storytelling. So the fact that they're just like, we're gonna kind of throw these like Wonder Woman-esque villains in this movie.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. They're coming in on a dragon and shit.
And was it supposed to be a big secret with Iris? Oh, well, I think that she's billed Iris on IMDb, the young girl.
No, you're thinking Black Adam.
No. Okay.
Isis. Never mind.
Is it Isis you're thinking of?
Isis.
You're confusing. There's Iris and Isis. But one of them was the younger girl that supposedly has a thing going on with the kid.
Yeah.
With
Captain Marvel Jr. or what? Captain whatever.
Captain
Marvel Jr.
All this was to a T leaked out. And I was like, there's no fucking way. Then there's a big fight with a dragon or some shit. And I was like, this sounds so fucking stupid. And the storyline was like, they meet at a food court place.
Yeah, that part's funny.
To discuss
war.
Let's trade.
Resolve this or whatever. And then I heard about... what's the guy's name? The black dude, Shazam?
The wizard,
the wizard Shazam. Yeah. He has a Wonder Woman face at one point.
No,
when he's fantasizing.
No, that was what's his face? Well, Wonder Woman's in the movie a lot. Like they showed her in the trailer, so that's not like a spoiler or anything.
Does she revive him when he dies? See, that was in it too, and I was like, "There's no way they're going to do this."
She's the only god left.
How does she revive him?
She puts like a sword in the grave.
No, she's got to grab the staff. The wizard's staff is like out of juice, so like the only way to spark it is like there needs to be like a god energy to spark it.
Oh,
There's
whatever.
no gods and blah blah blah. So Wonder Woman's like the only kind of god left. So she sparks the staff, brings him back to life.
Okay.
Which I was like,
lame.
I like the whole him sacrificing himself for.
People just gonna say
nice. It could have been written better.
So it's gonna be like the wisdom of Wonder Woman. People are just gonna yell "whoa" instead of Shazam.
Yeah,
it's just there's only one god left. He's only get one letter. Whoa.
It just sounded very, very bad, and
I'll
probably watch it. Like I watched Black Adam, and it was cringe.
I like Black Adam as a character, and just that first.
Me and my family watched that movie.
He's murdering people.
He's not Black Adam though.
Yeah, it's
The Rock.
It is the Rock.
No, I think James Gunn can bring another Black Adam back.
Dude, that was I don't know. I
after watching Guardians 3, I actually got really upset that we're not gonna have James Gunn anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe and I mean, it might be good for DC, but the problem is the fan war makes me hate DC people. It's mainly the Snyder Bros. They make me not want DC to fail a lot of the time because how much they're like, see, suck it. And it's like, oh, they're like, there's no good things out of the new Marvel after Endgame. And I'm like, I don't know what they're watching or what they expect. I didn't dislike any TV show.
Yeah, every TV show was fucking hilarious. A lot of people hate on She-Hulk.
People hate
it was so
She-Hulk.
good. Like Moon Knight,
because it's a woman.
Do you think honestly, like
that's why I hate it?
Yeah, that's why people hate on it because it's a woman. I'm not even kidding.
I love
Tatiana. What have women ever done?
What the fuck her name is?
What about fucking Moon Knight though? You had to.
Yeah, Moon Knight was great. Yeah, I don't have an issue with
Miss Marvel.
She-Hulk's
was great.
Okay.
But that's my problem.
So much better.
That's my problem is no one can sit there and straight in my beady eyes tell me that these were.
Can I get a hell yeah?
These were bad. How are they bad?
Dude, all of them were decent. Like
there's nothing that like Captain America. Let's go back further. Captain America and Winter Soldier. Some people had issues with it, but it was a slow burn. It was a political drama.
It wasn't bad, but I feel like that was the weakest out of the Disney Plus shows. Honestly,
Miss Marvel only
that is the weakest out of them. Yeah.
And but
Miss Marvel started really strong.
Let's be fair.
Oh, I forgot about Miss Marvel. That one's terrible too because that one's
it
also
starts off really strong. It starts off really strong.
That's
but then it
gets
two episodes that are really bad. Yeah. When she travels to whatever.
Yeah, the time skip thing was weird.
The ending was great. Yeah. The fight through the school, Home Aloneing it was fucking great. That was
super good. Like the whole first couple episodes were amazing.
Oh,
the
first, when they were doing the Spider-Verse shit, when things were popping up, and then they went away from that.
And then they kind of did the time jump thing, and it got
Moon Knight. People are fucking high if they don't think Moon Knight and Loki are top tier.
Dude, Moon Knight was fucking like masterclass. Like it had so much cool shit, like with him and the characterizations, and like it took all the best pieces of all the different runs, like from fucking like everyone. It even took some of the shit from the Brian Bendis run. And
give me the last suit. I just want to know what the last suit looks like.
What was the Jake Lockley suit? It's gonna be fucking just. It's gonna be the black one.
You're talking about the black with the armor, the white armor plates and stuff.
Because it's gonna be darker.
Yeah,
that'd be cool to do something like that.
I want the classic
all white.
All white.
You already got the gentleman suit. Mr. Knight.
Yeah, but we were gonna get the Mr. Knight suit.
Yeah, but we're lucky that it looks fucking good, accurate.
Well, the only thing that needed to look good on that one,
the mask.
Yeah, the rest didn't need to look.
He needed a suit. Though.
It needed to look.
I just don't like I kind of over padding and armor.
Do you know what made me think that was Adam Warlock?
Yeah,
he looked like Vision. He looked like how they make every villain look or every hero look. That same vinyl looking.
He needed I don't know if you ever seen how the original Guardians of the Galaxy run in the comics. What they based the movie off of with that roster. He has this black and red.
Yeah, he's got the black
top, head to toe,
kind of looks like
the neck kind of a deal.
Kind of looks like a monk type of deal. I don't know how to explain it.
It's like one of the ones he doesn't have with a cape. Because he always has a cape.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like, I don't know, like ghee. It's like a black long sleeve. Well, he's got the red down the middle.
I don't think you could have done his 70s costume because it's just like a red.
He's got the skull. He's got the skull on the cape.
They gave us Vision, which was more than at least I ever expected.
We got White Vision that's still out there coming
All
back.
We need is a giant purple man,
Galactus,
and a gross Crayola bug. Annihilus.
Oh, how do you think they're going to do him?
We need better rebuild. We need an alien horse.
Annihilus, dude.
If Annihilus is not a Crayola-colored bug man from the negative zone, I'm going to be pissed.
They're going to do it. They're just going to do it differently. I thought MODOK wasn't bad. MODOK was kind of cool.
Where are we going to go first?
Let's talk about Ant-Man first.
Okay.
Because we can actually talk about MODOK right then and there because we're not going to go in the order of the movie because we've already done the general.
Okay.
I think we skipped Ant-Man.
We might have, but it's fine.
I think you and Ryan talked about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't mind Ant-Man.
So the MODOK.
It wasn't what
Is he dead?
It is what I expected.
Yes.
MODOK's dead.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks to ruin a character like that.
My whole thing was everybody was.
But they made him
why
a
is he
joke.
bald?
Multiverse, though.
He is a kind of a joke.
You just do another one.
He is kind of a joke.
No, but it only happened one time. I mean, for him to turn to MODOK was for him to go into the quantum realm, which means he'd have to have that in a multiverse happen to him again.
But you can just take
just
it.
a dick.
AIM makes fucking AIM or
that
whatever.
was the funniest part of that movie.
She annoyed me.
She's
very
a little
much.
annoying. She's just a little self-righteous.
Who, the daughter or whatever?
And she doesn't really.
And so did what's her face?
Yeah, and she doesn't really
Michelle
learn
Pfeiffer
to
annoyed me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, her character.
The story was kind of messy for me.
I feel like you could have did more Kang.
Kang was barely in it for what
I
I
really enjoyed Michael Douglas in the movie.
Michael Douglas,
except for Deus Ex Ants was kind of weird.
Yeah,
where he's all the ants made a civilization, but the way he says ants is hilarious. He always says ants.
Ants.
Like JonTron. Ants.
Ants.
You seen that clip of him and Paul Rudd ham boning and just going. Ham boning is when you're slapping yourself to make noise. Mm-hmm. They're just going ants.
Yeah.
Ants. No. Ants. That's all I can ever think of when I hear either of them say ants.
God damn.
No, Anthony.
I think MODOK should have never showed his face. The armor was sick looking.
Well, I kind of
they should have just given him the rockabilly wig and then it fall off because he's bald.
But the floating head was just hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
His little booty.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
But they made MODOK to be a joke, even though he
is a joke.
Yeah, but he's a serious villain, though.
Not really.
Yes,
because he's a robot, though.
He's ahead of
like that.
He's ahead of AIM. He's a problem in the Marvel universe.
But he's always a joke when they
when you look at him. He's
but
a
even
joke.
the superheroes always kind of make a joke of him.
I don't know. Did you ever read MODOK's 11?
Yeah, where he gets the leader and shit together and all that.
No, I don't think leader's in it.
Isn't it? Or is that Intelligentsia?
That's Intelligentsia.
Okay.
See, that team was sick too, and they had MODOK to take down Hulk. But MODOK's 11, they're doing that heist, and they get the Spot, and they get Chameleon. It's like Ocean's 11.
The Spot feels like kind of overpowered.
He is.
Okay.
The Spot's
he's a dumbass,
OP, but he's he's not that bright of a character. Okay. Like it seems.
In the trailer for
he's got
that little pooch.
Yeah, his little.
He looks like Kraglin.
His little punch, not pooch.
Did you ever see Venture Brothers where they have that 8-ball or whatever? It's the same thing as a Spot, but he can grab something from the planet out of his chest.
Well, there's obviously the hair click where his fist is coming out of his face.
Yeah.
And then there's obviously he's in the new.
I wonder why he's so important where they're making action figures of him. He's in the trailer, so I wonder
he's the main bad guy because he can go through portals that lead to another realities and he fucks everything up.
That's so fucking weird.
And
I didn't know.
What's his name?
Spot.
O'Hare.
Miguel
was like, no, Miles, you're doing this, and then Miles was like, no, I'm not.
Oh, and they do the
Spot's
meme.
doing it. Everybody does the meme, and it's not funny anymore.
I know they ruined it.
It was really funny when he drops into specifically the 1960s animated Spider-Man and does it. And does that because he's clearly out of place. And
yeah. Then when they're like, find the Spider-Man and
I want references to the live action show. You ever seen clips from the live action Spider-Man show from like the 60s, 70s era?
Yeah.
I am you and you are me and I have a gun. That's like you have to watch the Doppelganger episode. It's like the iconic episode, and it's
you used to be able to rent him at Blockbuster. Now I seen him.
Being a kid, it was hard to find anything superhero.
Like the Captain Marvel or Captain America movie.
Yeah, and they had the ears on the outside of the mask. Yeah. They're rubber ears.
So bad.
You would do what you could to watch whatever. I'd watch Spider-Man Amazing Friends like a motherfucker because that's all you could really
60s
watch.
Cartoon?
Yeah.
That one wasn't bad. They had the X-Men.
Me and Logan now watch that as an adult and we laugh our ass off.
It's the Scooby-Doo voices, dude.
It's just goofy.
It's so funny. It's the same actress from Scooby-Doo. Like Shaggy's like, hey, I'm Cyclops. Like,
wait, Casey Kasem is Cyclops?
It's some of the same actors from the original Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
It's Fred. The guy that's Fred voices a lot of people.
Well, Casey Kasem is like the guy, right? Yeah. He's one of the OG voice actors.
Who was it? Like Professor X had a weird voice in that cartoon too. I mean,
Casey Kasem had like a radio
Australian.
show?
He's like, hey, you want a piece of fruit?
Hey, want a piece of fruit?
Let me guess, he's got it on his...
Yep. It's like one of the iconic things me and my family till this day will say.
What's the I'm gonna send you back to Oz, Tin Man.
That's from the anime.
This one's for you, Morph.
I still love the thing where they said what I'm about to bust.
They just introduced Morph to kill him and then bring him back later and then kill him again.
No, yeah. I don't think he dies
Sinister,
again.
Right?
Yes, he does.
He brings him back, but I think he ends up leaving eventually, doing his own.
He dies again. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we'll find out.
This one's for you, Morph, again.
That one's on Disney Plus. You can watch it already.
I know. I watch it all the time. I've been watching Spider-Man going to bed.
Oh, that's too funny.
Kang
was amazing.
What'd you think of him as Kang? Just know, depending on your answer, you might hate women.
It was a little.
It
was a little letdown from him as the one above all.
What do you mean?
He's going to be playing all the Kings differently. Yeah. He said that performance in the Loki.
That's why he got more spot. Like
that performance.
Well, he's not the one above all. He was
right.
Immortus.
Exactly. No, he was King. Just King.
Oh no, the other one, the one at the end of the movie is Immortus, right?
Yes.
It's Immortus, Silver Centurion,
which is weird. Silver Centurions.
That's the robot one, right?
Yeah. And then, who's the other two?
Oh, Ramatut.
Ramatut, thank you.
And then Immortus is the
weird
guy with the hat.
Who
talks like this?
But yeah,
I was like, what?
I knew he was going to be different, but it's just such
different. I'm different.
It's such a letdown compared to that Moon or the Loki one was so fucking good.
I felt like he was like
this one. He wasn't bad, but he was
after the movie. First thing I did, rewatch that scene. I was
at
like,
the end of Loki.
At the end of Loki, I was like, because he killed. I was like, he's good in this movie.
You ever seen Lovecraft Country?
Man.
He's in.
We have talked about this before. I won't watch it because they canceled it. Well, I don't want to get invested into a show that got canceled. Okay.
Him in that was what made me think he was going to be great in whatever.
Well, the guy in the High Evolutionary. That's the guy from Peacemaker.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, Ernie pointed that out, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
He was
great
really
performance
good.
as well.
That was good.
But that movie's just like
it's all over the place.
It doesn't, but nothing matters.
Well,
nothing ended up being an impact except for now you have not freed you've killed the exile.
Yeah, they
whatever.
pissed off the council of Kangs. It's like the only.
So is that the one we meet in Quantumania? That's Kang the Conqueror.
Yes.
Okay, that is OG regular 616 style.
It depends, because 616 style also gets weird because you have like Prime Kang.
Doesn't like someone else become Kang too?
There are a bunch of people.
Iron Lad,
but he goes back and.
So is Kang a person or a concept in the comic books?
Kind of both. It's time traveling wobbly wibbly weirdness.
Stop.
It's like weird time traveling shit.
The chair should have been more comfy.
The chair
It was kind of a goofy plot point that she could touch it and get all those memories of like.
Yeah, the chair should have been.
I get it.
It's connected to his mind, bro.
I get it that
his mind palace.
But I think he's too smart to let someone get near it, like help him tune it up and find out.
Yeah, he was a little dumb for Kang the Conqueror. Plus, his like powers were like kind of none. I understood that like when he's hitting people with his lasers,
he's just kind of
erasing them from existence.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he doesn't have powers; he has a suit.
Yeah, I know that.
You know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, like when he's doing like the gravity shit, I'm like, okay.
Adam will bitch to me nonstop that Kang isn't a threat, and I said Kang's a really big threat. Yeah,
Adam.
Adam is saying that because all he has is a suit. That's all he has.
No, he has thousands and thousands.
I was like,
thousands
you don't get it. I go, he's bigger than that.
Well, if you break it down, it is just a suit, but it's so an advanced suit. You know,
it's like saying Iron Man's nobody.
Yeah, it's kind of like I said, I get the point of that, but like the suits is a danger. Like that suit. You know, and he knows how to use it and do all the shit. Like,
well, the chair is like part of him, and the chair is a weapon too.
It's so advanced technology that like,
and he uses
in the comic books. It's literally just a chair.
The Sphinx he's flown that too.
The what?
The Sphinx. The Sphinx.
That was the thing. That was
the one in Egypt.
Yeah, that's one of his ships.
That's one of his ships.
Like, is that him as Ramatut?
Yeah. Because Fantastic.
He's like, I'm out of here.
Why does he have like robot legs?
Because he's down.
Ramatut had robot legs.
I don't know.
I was like, why the fuck does he have robot legs? I thought he was supposed to be like ancient Egyptian guy.
Well, because he was like he ruled Egypt for like hundreds of years.
Those Kangs were having a fucking blast. They were like hooting and hollering.
The Kang scene was cool.
They were like, whoa!
The lizard Kang and shit, and the Skrull one.
Did they need that Conqueror?
I didn't see all that.
Even though people said the Conqueror didn't die.
See, I don't know if he died or not because he got sucked into the thing. So it was kind of like a way to bring him back if they wanted to.
Well, I figured he was gonna be Kang.
One movie done?
No, I think he was gonna be Kang numero uno. That he was the Kang that.
So where does the one above all fall?
He's not the one above all. He's the one at the end, or whatever.
He was the one that remains.
The one that remains.
He who remains. Where does he fall? He's the last Kang.
He's the worst Kang of all of them because he's the one who beat the Kangs
and killed all the other.
And then killed all the other.
He was destroying multiverses.
But I thought he's a good guy because he's trying to keep it for them coming back.
He wanted to. He talks about this in because I rewatched the scene. He's like. It's not so much as like an altruistic thing. He didn't do it like
to be a good guy. He stopped it to stop like
he's
them.
Not a good guy
because he talks about Abeloth or whatever.
Yeah, and he basically, if it wasn't for him cleaning up the mess, there'd be like a universal war. And
if you're gonna get out, we should all just take a pizza break, okay? Because I'm hungry as fuck.
Pizza
break.
But. If they replace, it seems like they plan so much around the Kang universe
that they're gonna have to replace him.
How are you gonna do that?
Recast him. It's multiverse.
Dude,
a different actor comes in.
People cry so much for different actors all the time.
They didn't when it was War Machine.
They did Hulk, War Machine. I don't know who else. I think that's about it.
The Stature 9 times.
Stature, yes, has been. Jesus.
Do they?
But
look at the cut this pizza, bro. You see this? This is Bristol.
8 slices.
No, that's the thick crust. Thick crust pizza at Little Caesars.
Diagonally, bro.
They cut it like the pizza style.
It's like 8 cut.
Style. No, it's not cut in 4s. It's cut like in this.
Our pizza guy was drunk, but
this cut in a weird like 4. I don't know, like not 4 cut, but like 5 cut. I don't know. It's weird.
It's cut with there's a tiny.
That's an appetizer piece, Declan.
But do they? It's appetizers.
It plunges the palate for the next.
But do you think they're going to go on to? People are saying John Boyega.
I think he's going to get replaced. Yeah, Jonathan Majors.
But
John Boyega would be sick, dude. He's a good actor. He'd be sick.
But he doesn't have that intimidation, I think, as Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan
Majors in fucking Apollo Creed 3. Good lord.
Yeah, that he did get all jacked for that. But I'm telling you, Jonathan Majors was a good actor, dude. Like on Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you ever get to watch that,
replace that. Like, he's good in Creed too. He's a whole different fucking human being in that.
Yeah.
Any other role he's playing.
It's good. Like he's.
I want to watch
all
all the Creeds. I don't care for Rockies. People will probably be like blasphemy, but I really don't give a shit about Rockies.
I've never seen the Creeds yet. If he dies, he dies.
But Creed, I want to watch just because I want to get to 3.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Creed ones yet because I didn't like the Rocky ones as much. I've watched them, but you know.
Oh yeah, CM Punk said he never seen the Rockies, and people hate him for that.
CM Punk sucks.
Rocky 1 is a great fucking film. I will fight anybody to death.
Is that one where he like runs in the street and beats up the thing in the freezer?
It's the meat, you know. It's just a story.
He beats the meat.
You gotta do it, Rocky. I remember that.
Two autistic people fighting love.
Oh my god!
Oh my
damn
god!
it!
That just sounds horrible.
That sounds so bad.
Two autistic people finding love.
They actually have a movie like that. It's like Something in the Whale. Yeah, there's another one. It has that one dude, Josh Hartnett, and he's like autistic. Like he finds love, and it's like Something in the Whale.
Really?
Monica, Something in the Whale. I don't know. It's a weird movie.
Is Josh Hartnett?
I'm pretty sure it's Josh Hartnett. He's like the heartthrob that was in like that. Was it The Faculty?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That has no career now.
Yeah, that like disappeared from the face of. He's in Penny Dreadful.
Is he?
It's a TV show that no one watched, but I thought it wasn't bad.
I remember Penny Dreadful. That's canceled now, isn't it?
They made a movie like a season, I don't know, 4, whatever it would have been movie.
Is that all you wanted from Levi about what's it called? About Ant-Man? I know, but you said you wanted to know his opinion.
You're not talking about Guardians.
I know, but is that enough of his opinion?
Well, I'm trying to think what else.
Do you think it's like a good movie? Where would you put it, like far as like?
It's Black Widow.
It's better than Thor 2.
Better than Thor 2.
You know, it's medium of the bottom. Medium of the bottom. It was entertaining. There were parts of it I liked, like the alien world and all that. I thought was really well done. Like the Macroverse, Bill Murray, the drink and the goo. That was funny.
He shows up in like a scene too. He's like doesn't even show really back up in.
Yeah, there's a lot. I feel like the Kang backstory was fun to watch, and like his little thing with her and all that. I feel like that should have been more.
Bill Murray though.
Yeah. Well, that's why they gave him a character that has like one panel. Like that dude in the comics has like one panel of a comic, and they're like, "Go ahead, fuck it." It's just like they did with that other dude off of Moon Knight. The villain off of Moon Knight only has like a one panel in the book.
Who was the villain of Moon Knight?
What the fuck was his name? What's his face? Ethan Hawke, right?
Ethan Hawke was the villain.
But that character literally is in like one panel of one book. So they're just like, fuck it, you can do whatever you want with it. You know?
I remember so hard that it was supposed to be Dracula forever.
Oh yeah, because that fucking meme.
They're like, it's gonna tie in with Blade, and
that would have been so great. Well, he hunts werewolves. Like that's why Werewolf by Night and shit too would have been cool to throw him in there. Because that was his first appearance, I think, was Werewolf by Night. Mm-hmm. So it would have been kind of cool to have him in there.
But like far as like all the Ant-Mans though, it's not my favorite out of the Ant-Mans.
All the Ant-Mans really aren't my favorite though. Yeah, I feel like it's the weakest trilogy.
Really?
Yeah. Second one, you have Ghost, which is a cool villain. There's not much else in that fucker. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, in the first one,
Jimmy Woo's pretty fucking hilarious.
I love Jimmy Woo. He is the best part of all of those. But man, there's not much else, dude. Like all the Ant-Mans are pretty weak.
I think they're okay, but yeah, compared to other Marvel,
compared to Thor's, Captain America's, anything, I feel like all of them are pretty weak.
Thor is crazy. People don't like Love and Thunder, but
it was good.
I think it was just fine.
I feel like Gore could have been better.
Huh?
Like Gore could have been a lot better.
Gore, they fucked up on. Yeah. Hardcore.
Well, they spent no time in the movie
at all
with him. He doesn't really do much in the movie. He just kind of shows up to like
Christian Bale is such a waste in that role too. Like just wasted Christian Bale.
He got paid for like 5 scenes.
Yeah, it was like
he got paid for what?
Like 5 scenes
like
of the
5
movie.
Scenes or something.
He's not in the movie that much at all. I mean, I like some of the comedy. Some of it was pretty funny, like on Love and Thunder and stuff.
I don't mind comedy with Thor.
Maybe we move on to Love and Thunder.
Well, we're talking about
like rating all of them.
We're talking about Ant-Man. Which one was the best? But he was saying he thinks it's the weakest trilogy.
I really do. I enjoy the first two movies.
See, I don't. The first two movies are like mediocre. Like if I'm going to rewatch,
that's okay.
You know what I mean? Rewatch a Marvel movie. I never reach for Ant-Man.
I'm fine with being the only person that liked those two movies.
My dad, I think, is really big on Ant-Man's.
Like the first one, I feel like
if you're a Paul Rudd guy.
Well, see, I like Paul Rudd though. That's the thing too. Is like I enjoy.
I like
Paul
Michael
Rudd.
Douglas too, though, and I like the what's her name, Hope.
Oh, God, I can't think of that.
I hated her hair in the third one.
It's just got
Because it's comic accurate though.
Yeah, her with the bob though.
See, I
Why
just
can't I think of her name?
I don't know.
She's from Lost.
What was the other one though? Well, like I don't know. Like the first Ant-Man is like I said. I like Jimmy Woo. I like Paul Rudd. I just feel like there's not a whole lot.
Those movies are better for their scenes than they are for the movie in its totality.
It's true.
Like Walton Goggins in the second movie is great. He's so funny. That's the
cowboy
Texas
villain
guy. Yeah.
I love him in Justified.
Well, he's Cecil in Invincible, and he's
in a bunch of good shit actually. Shield, that old cop show.
He's also in Django.
Oh yeah.
He's always a scumbag.
Yeah.
He was really bad. I remember Shield was like
Well,
the
he
first
plays-
thing I seen, and he was always a bad guy.
The thing that shocked you is when I found out he played Cecil.
He's in Django.
Yeah, he's the guy who's gonna cut his balls off.
He's like, you're lucky. He's that dude, yeah. This is a good segue. I am going to say something very big and very... Donnie argued with me.
Are you coming out?
Yeah. With my wife. Our anniversary tomorrow is a fucked up time to do it. She accepts me. She accepts me. Donnie argued with me. I think, and I'm a huge movie guy, so I would love to have really big movie guys argue with me too, but you guys are kind of up there. Not as big as
I'm a little movie guy.
But I love and breathe movies. I think
Live and breathe, not love and breathe.
I love and breathe. That's my next.
Get to it.
That's my next novel.
Get to it.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy is the best trilogy.
It's
by far.
it's not me close.
It's solid.
Donnie was like, "Fuck no, original Star Wars." And I was like,
"Oh, all time?
All time."
There's a lot of trilogies though. Godfather.
Yeah, but how many of all of them are
people hate Godfather 3?
They do.
Terminator.
The first one came to my mind is The Matrix, but the second two Matrix movies suck.
Terminator 2 is known as one of the best sequels ever, but they don't have a great trilogy.
Is
Aliens.
Aliens is a
Aliens
trilogy.
3 is terrible.
Yeah, Aliens 3 is fucking terrible.
So then I go to Star
Get
Wars.
off my ship.
Back to the Future, really good. Guardians, good. Not so much.
Well, Guardians, the first one's just epic. It's like just.
I thought the second one's epic. Rocket and Yondu's journey.
Yondu, like there's a lot of good scenes.
It's like one of my favorite scenes in Marvel history is when Yondu's talking to Rocket.
They have a lot of emotion. There's definitely a lot of feeling. It's definitely very heartfelt. Like all the movies, like everyone has that kind of emotional core. Like the second one, it's more about like the father with Yondu and him, and then the scenes with Rocket and Yondu. Like there's a lot.
I said that to Declan. And
Dark Knight, the Batman movies.
Third is not that good to me.
I hate the third one. I hate finish.
Lord of the Rings. Did Donnie even bring up Lord of the Rings?
No.
They spent 3 fucking movies going to a volcano when there's flying griffins.
The first 3 Harry Potter movies?
I don't watch Harry Potter.
Spider-Man?
There's no Spider-Man.
There is.
The new one. New trilogy.
Isn't Tobey Maguire 3 movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that third one's horrible.
Yeah, but the second one's not that. It's not.
The second one's not that great either.
Actually, this...
With what's his face?
Way better.
With Doctor Octopus?
Yeah, I like Green Goblin.
People consider that for a long time as the best comic movie ever.
I didn't like it as much.
Indiana Jones?
No.
You don't like...
I like Indiana Jones.
You don't like Raiders of the Lost Ark? Or you don't like Temple of Doom? I think Temple of Doom is the weakest one.
Again,
it's really weird the Temple of Doom happens before. It's the first one, technically. Chronologically.
See, the Star Wars... Okay, so the original trilogy, love Star Wars, but the original trilogy, I feel like it's great. It'll always hold like a great part. Like
that second movie is nothing without the other two.
What, Empire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strikes Back literally ends on like...
Yeah.
Like Luke, I am your father, and he looks out in space, and it's like, okay, clearly now you're prepared to make the New Hope stands alone as a really good movie.
See, yeah, I feel like New Hope's good. Like it has its like if you go back and watch it, it has its limitations from when it was made and all that. Still a good movie, like story wise, all that stuff. Empire is fucking just my favorite. Super
Mad
solid.
Max.
No.
Yeah, no. First Mad Max is pretty terrible.
They need to make a new one. They make another new one.
Me and Declan used to be friends. We used to hang out late at night.
I could basically watch that movie.
And we watch movies together, or we watch Mystery Science Theater.
That's my.
We would order Mel's.
That's my current.
God, dude, you know, I'm being for real. Those were good times for my anxiety and depression. Like it was good. It was good to sit down with a friend, eat good food.
You're not gonna guilt me into being a better friend.
No, I'm guilting you to come back and watch movies with me late at night and eat Mel's.
Eat Mel's.
Dude,
Mission Impossible?
Mel's hits it. No, fuck no, dude.
Mission Impossible, I hate fucking.
Well, Declan, what'd you think? I mean, 3. Like for me, I can't even decide which one's my favorite.
I really did. That's the same, honestly.
The Jersey trilogy. Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy.
Oh, that one is really good.
That's not really a trilogy though. But I still don't know what I would pick.
Same universe.
Oh, Chasing Amy. Okay, here's the thing. People hate me for Chasing Amy. Chasing Amy is too deep.
Yeah, Chasing Amy is hard.
Hardcore deep.
It's a hard emotional movie to watch.
And it's not. I don't finish it and feel good.
Yeah.
Guardians is a movie like Ragnarok where I walked out and I felt happy about life.
Yeah, because it was
number
nice
2.
How they wrapped up everything.
Number 2, I walked out happy
Trilogy
about life.
of the Dead.
3, got done watching it, felt happy about life.
Trilogy of the Dead.
The what?
Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead.
No.
Nah.
The George A. Romero movies.
They're good, but that first one's
the Mariachi trilogy.
Mariachi. Well, if you watch
Desperado and Once Upon a Time.
Mariachi, the first one is really independent.
Yeah.
And it's done with a way different guy. It's like a weird guy. And they make him
Antonio Banderas.
No, they reshoot the ending,
the Blade trilogy,
on the beginning of Desperado, of Machete or of Mariachi. Mariachi, he's a really skinny dude.
Trilogy.
No,
the Blade trilogy.
Sharknado.
Blade
Trinity sucks.
Blade 3 is rough.
Some motherfuckers always trying.
Some motherfuckers always trying.
Sharknado.
You know he didn't want to say that.
Huh.
He didn't want to say that some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
No.
He had said it, and then the director thought it sounded cool, so he shoved it in the movie. And Wesley Snipes was like, this is really lame.
Well, he doesn't do his taxes, so he doesn't know.
The Mighty Ducks trilogy?
Hell no.
Nah.
D3 gets really bad with
Austin Powers trilogy?
No.
Oh,
Austin Powers is good.
You watched those lately? Mm-hmm. They still are pretty funny, but I'm like, oh, dude, they could never get away with making this nowadays.
They could, but it's like, I don't know. It's not Tropic Thunder.
Why does Terminator 3 have to be Tropic so fucking bad?
Tropic Thunder is the best.
Because that would be a perfect movie trilogy. It's Terminator. If Terminator 3 was
If Terminator 3 was good, it'd have an argument. Yeah. I like to stand on.
X-Men?
No. The old ones?
Xavier always said he wanted to build bridges, man.
Yep.
What was the wasn't the third one the terrible
X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men Last Stand. X-Men Last Stand is so unbelievably bad. It goes back to being funny.
Yeah.
I will watch that movie.
And that one had hope. He had like Juggernaut.
But I love Kelsey Grammer as Beast.
He was really good as Beast.
And then he stabs Magneto.
That scene is so awkward because after he stabs him, he kind of just sits there and he's just Beast is behind him, just like heavy breathing, watching the scene, and it's really weird.
Well, that whole thing, like the Jean Grey shit too, was weird.
The Naked Gun trilogy.
No, O.J. Simpson.
You know, like 33 and a third.
33 and a third stabs.
The Vengeance trilogy.
The Vengeance trilogy.
Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy. I've never seen Old Boy.
Oh, Old Boy's a fucking trip.
And then Lady Vengeance.
Did you watch the remake?
Yeah, it wasn't as good.
Scream.
The old one. Old one is.
The Scream movie's good.
Scarlet Witch
or are they
naked.
just funny? Because I've watched a couple of them with my sister because she went through them all.
Back in the slasher days, like when I was in junior high, they were fun to watch.
Dude, there's one chick, I think in like the fourth one or whatever. She got short hair, but she's banging.
The blonde one?
Yeah.
The cheerleader chick off
No. It's
what was that show called? Heroes? Heroes?
This is one of the later ones. It's the one where the two kids remake the first one.
Oh God!
It's like 5
just
or 4 or 5 or
what are they? What are they doing now with the new ones?
The new ones actually are not fucking bad.
Because I heard they're like pretty serious.
Going back to the.
They're kind of just not like it's like a soft reboot, but at the same time they make fun of it for being like a soft reboot, and they bring like Courtney Cox back.
What is a better
Jenna Ortega's in
trilogy?
it.
The original trilogy or the newer in terms of like 3 movies? Because I feel like in terms of the prequel trilogy, they feel more like a coherent like
Star Wars.
Yes, they feel a little bit more of a coherent like timeline instead of like we made one movie and oopsed into another 2.
Phantom Menace, for all of its flaws, is a good movie. Like
fucking Die Hard with a Vengeance is.
Like, I'd say, I know it's blasphemy to say this, but, like, I love the original trilogy. Like, I grew up watching them, things like that. But, like, the prequel trilogy, like, after the fact now, what they've done with Clone Wars and Rebels and all the, like, animated shit and all the other shit they've spun out of it, I honestly like the prequel ones a little better. It's blasphemy.
George Lucas did a really good job at laying the foundation for a universe.
Yeah, because Clone Wars, like, the series is, like, still the best fucking Star Wars thing out there.
It's a good fucking movie. Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one.
Yeah,
the movie's fucking amazing.
It's decent.
I really like that.
Furious, bro.
I think that movie.
I love the first Fast and the Furious, but I hate the first. It's just Point Break.
I hate all those fucking movies. I can't believe they're still a thing.
Alien 3 is.
I don't mind
this article
because it's
all
so
about Family Dog.
It's all the disbelief. The disbelief has to be there. Because there's so many things that happen, and they're not superheroes.
This is so bad. Like, they drive a car out of a building.
People don't care for the third one.
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness is amazing.
That's the third one, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, Evil Dead, Army of Darkness.
Evil Dead is great. Like, that first movie is still fucking frying. Like, horrifying. Like, still horrifying. Even
that's when he's just in the cabin, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they doing, like, a remake or something right now?
The remake was amazing.
It has nothing to do with him, though.
You guys remember when they made a sequel?
His voice is in it.
They made a Matrix 4, and nobody watched it?
Yeah.
Or do we live in the Matrix, and we think it got made?
What about the Dollars trilogy?
Huh?
Fistful of Dollars.
Fistful of Dollars, few dollars more. And
those movies are
good, the bad, and the
fucking
ugly.
amazing. Don't at least with the man with no name.
I
don't
like cowboy stuff. We were talking about this earlier. He likes Red Dead Redemption. I don't.
Yeah,
I love Red Dead Redemption.
I've been playing it again recently.
I love it, but we bought the second one, and it was so. It took up so much room.
Yeah,
we were like,
a huge fucking game.
We were like, it's not even worth it.
The first 2 Bourne movies are enjoyable to watch. The last one, the third one with Jeremy Renner sucks.
I thought there's 3 with Matt Damon.
He comes
They
back.
made another one with Matt Damon.
Damon.
4th Matt Damon.
Really? All right.
Go to bed.
Matt Damon.
Good night, son. Love you.
Go to bed, weak baby boy.
What time is it?
What time is it?
It's like 9.
It's 9:45.
What time is it? Let me check my phone like a
Let me check my Palm Pilot.
Pulls out his watch.
He needs to get a watch. He needs to get one of the fancy watches.
I almost bought a Batman watch at that estate sale.
Toy Story trilogy.
Toy Story trilogy, man.
Ooh.
I've never seen the second or third one.
You need to watch the second and third one.
You gotta second. What's second? What's second?
I have no idea.
So first one's them coming to terms. Second one's moving. No.
First one ends with moving.
Second one is that's where Woody gets taken. Collectible toy or whatever.
It's very relatable. I mean, it's about Woody being a collectible. He's an action figure.
Funny.
Toy.
And they have a garage sale, and Woody makes it out there somehow. Like, he falls on the table, and some fat, overgrown man like myself finds it and can't believe he found
authentic Woody.
You know what it looks like?
Who? I kind of got what you said.
The D-Man.
Oh, the demon. But it. She's like, oh no, this isn't for sale. And when she sets it back down to like put it away, he snags it.
Nah, Lord of the Rings is better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
And he ends up taking it to this old man that's the chess player from that old Pixar movie, the short where he's playing himself. It looks like him. That he's got the little fucking what's the glasses where you got the
and he's like got the really shaky hands. When he goes to do the work, it's like perfect. He's like sewing it perfectly.
He sews them back up nice. He fucking buffs them all out.
He's like clearly like decrepit old.
But it's like Woody's now pristine, and then he meets other characters.
He wipes the Andy off the bottom of his foot.
Yeah, he cleans the Andy off, and then he meets the other people from his show.
Bobo Peep or whatever is another one?
No, it's Joan Cusack, and it's what's her name?
Something Pete.
No.
Pistol Pete.
There's no Pete.
Pete's the fat Kelsey Grammer guy.
Minor Pete or whatever it is.
Yeah, and then there's the girl. God, what's her name?
Jessie.
Jessie, the girl cowboy.
Jessie Klops is the horse?
I think so. So when he meets them, it's like they're living the life. They love that they're like on display and this and that. But once
well, then Jessie was like got abandoned by her original.
Oh, that part gets me. It's so sad. Sarah McLachlan sings a song showing when the the collectors. The little girl throws it off.
Terrifying.
The third movie?
The third movie is shockingly terrifying.
Isn't that the one where the kids like putting together the toys?
Well, the kids are like demons.
Interesting.
Because they're like, they get dropped off and accidentally donated to a.
No, that's not accidentally, is it?
Yes, it is.
Because he's going to college.
Yeah, and his mom, he like is gonna keep Andy, and they were gonna put them into storage or something or I can't remember exactly.
But whatever it is, though, they're thinking they're gonna live the retirement life when they go to the it's a kid's daycare, and like the guy's like, well, old teddy bear. I forgot his name. He's a really good actor.
Teddy.
But he shows them around, and it's like, oh, this is the greatest life ever. And then the kids come in, boogers are everywhere and stuff, and it's not that good. So they want to break out and just leave, and it's not even about.
Mr. Potato Head becomes a tortilla.
Yeah,
it's really funny. They turn on Buzz's Spanish switch.
Huh.
So he starts.
That's the second one, I think.
That's the third one.
Is it the third one?
Yeah, because that's when Jesse. Was like because Jesse's like in love with him.
Yeah.
That's when they have and then he like dances with her and Guns N' Roses because she turns on a Spanish mode.
Yeah, but
and then Woody turns it off and she's like. Then I think at the end of the movie she turns it back on when there's like a dance.
But the incinerator scene is pretty fucking heart wrenching.
That's when I said that movie's fucking scary. That's what I meant.
Everyone I know that
I've never been so intimidated by a purple bear.
Everyone I know that has seen that has been like, I almost cried.
Because there aren't really bad guys in the first two, right?
Yeah,
well, Pete's really the bad guy in the second.
Yeah, you're right. Pete.
And Sid's kind of the bad guy.
Yeah.
Sid's just a child who doesn't know any fucking better. Who wants to blow up shit and whatever, right?
But the third one, the incinerator scene, and you know there's a funny joke some guy did where he ended it there and put the credits afterwards and showed it to his mom, and his mom lost her shit. Like, it just faded away as they're going down the incinerator.
He missed it, his mom.
Yeah.
Just showed her the most traumatic ending to a movie.
And it was like, she's like, that's how it ends?
So
that's how it ends? But yeah, I highly recommend
him as the military
you and your wife having a little daytime.
That guy goes to jail.
Watch 2 or 3.
He just murdered 2 people.
Dude, The Mist was so good.
That movie is not good.
So
that ending is so fucked, dude.
Ending, man, like I love that fucking.
To this
movie.
day, me and my mom will shudder when one of us brings that up.
Oh, dude, like it just my first.
She'd be like,
time
"Oh, it's like The Mist," and we both go,
"Ugh." Oh no, they did. I love that though because you can't.
And he runs out of bullets, right?
I think
they only have enough bullets for.
He only shot that.
That's like Shaun the Dead.
Himself. And then the military comes with 2 dead bodies in the car that he clearly just murdered.
Yep.
Well, they could they could have shot themselves. And they could have been committing suicide.
Shaun of the Dead?
Yes.
Because that's
at
the end.
That trilogy.
I haven't sat through the third one, World's End, and I've heard World's End isn't that good.
It isn't, but Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. Hot
Fuzz is pretty slow, but the ending
Edgar Wright, right?
So fucking funny. Yeah,
that's the best Edgar Wright movie.
Hot Fuzz
by far. It's my favorite.
He did.
Come on, that dude is.
I love Baby Driver.
I love Baby Driver. What's his name? Star, or whatever his name is.
He's supposed to.
Right, his last name is Star. The fat guy.
No.
What's it? What's the fat guy's name?
I can't think of his name right now.
But when he's talking about the movies and stuff, you tell me that scene isn't fucking funny, and they finally get to do it. Everything at the end of the movie.
The ending is fucking phenomenal.
When he knocks out the guy, only goes yarp, and he's like, "Is he still alive?" He goes, "Narp."
That was a real twist and turn movie too.
Just murdering old people.
When it gets to like they're a cult this whole time, and it's like that's why they have no accidents here or no murders.
Doesn't somebody get impaled on like a scale house?
That's how it ends.
He gets like
the villain,
like
Tony.
He
looks like Tony Stark. Yeah. He falls his chin first, so it's going through his mouth, and he's talking.
That's right, I forgot about that.
And it was an accident. That's the funniest part, is because they've been claiming everything was accidents. Because he slips and he falls on it. But yeah, I don't think I could put it up there. But as far as Guardians, what was your takeaway from the third?
I did like Adam Warlock, how they did him. I was kind of curious.
People were really hating on him, but I think it's weak.
He feels shoveled into the movie.
He does. James Gunn said he had to put him in, and
he teases him.
He said he messed up by doing that. and he was the hardest thing to put in the movie and make it work.
He's just so much stronger than the rest.
He said at number 2, he was supposed to be out with his mom hunting down the Guardians. So that would have been nice.
That's not his origin in the comics, right?
No.
In the comics, he's like some guy who dies.
This weird church.
The gems resurrect him, right?
This weird church tries to make like the perfect human. They make him, and they're going like, "Oh, we're going to control this dude."
Oh, him?
Yeah, him. And then he like becomes aware, and he like becomes Adam Warlock. He does meet the High Evolutionary in the comics at some point, but like the one.
When does like Pip, Drax?
That's the Jim Starlin run.
That's like during Infinity.
You're talking about the Infinity Watch?
Yeah.
That's before. Because Jim Starlin had him and Gamora and all of them.
Warlock's in that story, though, right?
Infinity Watch?
Yeah.
Infinity Watch, yeah.
Well, isn't he in the Infinity Gauntlet story?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the one who takes the gauntlet at the end, right?
Well, he gets reborn during the beginning of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, that's the scene I'm thinking about.
Because the first time Thanos gets the gems, Adam Warlock like sacrifices himself, like him and that original Captain Marvel, and that was like the first '70s ones where he's going to get
Quasar's in that book, right?
And that's the second. That's the Guardians of the Galaxy when they restarted it after the Annihilation storyline.
There's some guy that's like hanging out with like
that's
one of the Celestials at one point. Because I remember from that book, there's a moment where all like the Celestial enemies.
That was Adam Warlock.
That's Adam Warlock?
That's Adam Warlock.
Okay, I thought that was Quasar.
No, Adam Warlock is the one that's hanging out with
Quasar's not in the Infinity Gauntlet
story? He is, but not as big of a character.
Because I think he gets locked up in the stone, doesn't he?
No, he's the one. He is the one at that council meeting. That's not Adam Warlock. That's Quasar.
No, there's a scene where Adam Warlock, when he gets the glove, that like Galactus, Lord and Chaos, and all of them are sitting there and they're doing the same thing, and he's like, basically like, "Hey, bitches, I'll protect this." And what he does with the Infinity Gauntlet is he splits himself into 3.
Doesn't he give it to the Watch?
Eventually, they get
the mind one to Drax because he's stupid,
and he gives the Power Stone to Thanos.
I don't remember.
What's that arc called?
Infinity Gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet.
What is that called? Infinity Gauntlet?
Because that one is the original Infinity Gauntlet story ends up with Nebula getting it, and then Adam Warlock getting it from Nebula, and that's where he splits himself into 3, and he has like the evil version. Magus comes back, and then he has the female version, which is him, which is Infinity Crusade.
He blows off Quasar's hands, so he can't do his thing. So then
that was the Nihilus in the Annihilation Wave. Because he originally gets the bracelets. And then that's where Fela Bell gets them from later on, is after Nova rips fucking Annihilus's guts out from the inside. One of the most gruesome fucking comic book scenes. That was the end of the original Annihilation comics.
The one that always sticks with me is the Battle World. When he's holding Thanos', Doom's holding Thanos' spine.
Dude, the Sentry
just
death.
The ash.
The Sentry, either the Sentry death by Null or the Sentry ripping apart
Ares.
That was always a cool.
I swear that gets parodied a lot, right? Is that like the first? Because I've seen like that visceral ripping somebody in half, but it's like the first time
you bought God Doom figure, right?
Yeah.
You see, it comes with the spine with Thanos in it too.
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
I was like,
the Thanos skull has the
little
chin.
Does it?
Yeah, it has the
I
grape
didn't know
chin.
that.
Yeah.
I have it, and I literally was just putting it away.
Yeah, he has a grape chin.
That's so fucking.
But like Adam Warlock though was like,
how do you
Jesus figure.
How do you feel about his casting?
I love that dude. That dude is actually really good casting.
I only know him from like
Shameless.
Skins, Shameless.
I know him from.
He's not Shameless, is he?
No, the Shameless is the dude from. That's We Are the Millers guy.
We Are the Millers. That's what I know him from.
The Cal Kestis is from Shameless, right?
So that Will Portier, what's Adam Warlock's name? Yeah,
Cal Kestis is from
Cal
Shameless,
Kestis
right?
from
He's
Shameless.
the gay,
he's the redhead,
the gay son from that. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes,
Skins. Well, he was in Skins, that British like teen drama about drugs and shit. He was in that one like way back when I was in high school. Like then he was in Meet the Millers. He's in Black Mirror.
Yeah, he's in the.
There's another really solid movie.
He's just so different in We're the Millers. And then when you hear him talk, and then he got hella beefed up. And
dude, he's different in every fucking.
He got a glow up, they say.
He
because he used to look way scrawny, nerdy.
Well, We Are the Millers.
And now he got a jawline.
Black Mirror, he's like an evil motherfucker. Like each movie he plays
Black
someone
Mirror,
different.
I think it'll give me so much anxiety.
There's a couple episodes that aren't like.
That aren't too out. Yeah,
some are just like it's very.
There's one where like a woman lives in her husband's head.
Yeah,
there's some turns her off for like a couple months, and like
there's somewhere where it's too real.
Yeah. But then there's one where these two guys play a VR fighting game and they end up fucking. And the
I heard that too. It's just fucking
you
weird.
guys to do it once a year.
There's some weird.
You do it once a year.
That's what the end of that episode is. I watched the episode and I was like, this is. It's
the Star Trek one was really good.
It's Falcon, right?
Who? Yeah,
he's in the.
He's in Black Mirror.
He's one of the dudes that has sex.
That's the fighting
video
one,
game.
right?
Yeah.
But
who's the guy in the video game episode? Why do I remember him as being somebody I've seen something before? The guy who goes in the house.
He's in a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
I want to say he's Foggy Nelson, but it's not him.
No. I think he's in that show too. He's in Black Mirror somewhere. Foggy? I think
Maybe I am thinking of that.
Do they don't explain his gem in his head though?
No, because they're not going to do the Infinity Gem in his head. But because in the comics, he has Infinity Gem in his head for a while. He has all these weird incarnations. Because when he was Space Christ, because when Jim Starlin wrote him for a while,
Christ?
he was like this Jesus Christology. Because this religious sect made him want to make him a person. He revolts, blah blah blah, and he fights space clowns. There's some weird shit in those.
You're obsessed with space clowns because D&D. You had us fight some space clowns.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, still great fucking movie.
But overall, how do you feel about Rocket's having his arc?
Yeah, I like Rocket's arc. I really like how they
did. This fucking guy.
Huh? Which one? Oh, he's on.
What is he in?
Google it. He's in a bunch of shit.
I was gonna say, can I see?
He's you'll know exactly what he's in. A couple other movies that just came out too.
You're just showing a picture.
I think he's in Evil Dead, the new Evil Dead remake. But I liked Rocket's arc.
I think they made really smart decisions, like I said before with Declan.
It's Wyatt Russell.
Oh, it's fucking U.S. Agent.
Yeah. With a beard. That's why he doesn't look
that's why he doesn't look.
And he's in with a beard or long hair in 22 Jump Street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just liked it was just, I always say as a writer, because I do
this episode. Don't watch this episode.
What episode is it?
The
video game
playtest one. It's the third episode it's the second episode of the third season. It's
so
yeah. If you don't like horror and you don't like virtual reality and you don't like anxiety,
you gotta watch
out of nowhere,
some of them. We'll handpick you some, the one where he fucks a pig or whatever. Still that one.
The first one, or there's one where there's a mascot becomes runs for.
It happened with Trump.
Yeah.
They predicted that shit. They called it.
So it sounds so crazy.
There's the final episode of the first season where the girl goes into that museum.
Oh, the museum.
And then her dad.
Yeah. Dude, there's some dark ones in that.
That one's 3 in 1.
Great.
But
I haven't seen Love, Death, and Robots. Have you seen Love, Death, and Robots?
Oh, it's amazing.
Okay.
Love, Death, and Robots.
I've seen the clip from the Rat episode.
Is that based on a comic?
No.
It sounds
familiar. No, it's what it is. It's like individual animation directors, individual directors of each episode. Like Black Mirror.
Yeah, and they're pretty short. They're only 20 minutes.
They're not connected or anything.
Wow.
There's a rat one, right?
Yeah.
Where a guy fights a bunch of rats. Yeah.
That
one I've seen clips of. That one
seems brutal.
That one seems fun.
Another one, Oat Studios. It's another one on Netflix where it's all these standalone ones, and they have one with Sigourney Weaver and aliens. It's fucking great.
That's weird.
Is she in her underwear?
No, she's like nowadays.
She's past the days of me wanting to see her in the underwear.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
She could still be high and tight,
what did you think they did with the animals though, with Rocket, like his little companions?
I think
they're all comic characters.
I think they made.
Are they all the same?
Brutal.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they made
the walrus
really
guy's got the thing that holds his eyes open. That poor bunny.
And the bunny's got
the bunny's supposed to be his enemy. The bunny in the comics is his arch rival.
Is it Floor still? I can't remember the name.
I don't think it's Floor. It's based on
the only one is the girl's name that they kept the same, right?
The otter.
Teefs.
Yes.
And
Teefs might be.
And Layla?
Teefs might still be. But Layla, I believe they kept the same.
Yeah, because Layla's actually in the books more.
And that was like his girlfriend.
I thought we were going to hear, you got me on my knees, Layla.
But,
baby, won't you please?
I felt like High Evolutionary was good, and he was super evil, but could have been fleshed out a little more.
When he gets beat up though in that little thing, when
the mask,
they're gonna peel his face, but when it starts hanging off all loose, I'm like, yeah.
The unmasking was wow. I couldn't believe they went for it.
Yeah.
Nebula and Rocket are my favorite.
They say Nebula has one of the best anti-hero arcs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming from a pure villain to coming to like an
Nebula.
It's weird. She did as Karen Gillian was doing a thing on, I don't know, Zoom or something. And she was reading the script, and then everyone was saying it's so weird to see her all looking pretty, orange hair, and then going, yeah, Dad, doing her,
yeah, Dad,
and when she does that, like,
what?
God,
no,
Dad,
gross.
That they see that meme though, where her hand turns into the fleshlight. There's so many of those. Horrible. How she really made Peter feel better, and the hand turns into a fleshlight.
That would be nice. Peter would enjoy that.
It's like the Archer scene though, when he dates the Russian robot.
Why is there a vagina in my sink?
Why is there a vagina in the sink?
That series is ending.
I'm not shocked. It kind of fell off after like the season. They go back. Well, they go back in time and all that shit's like what? No, it's that.
See, I feel like at the High
that's the master, bro.
Out.
Who? That's the Bob's Burgers. Archer.
What's his name?
I can't remember, but he's also the master from Venture Brothers.
Yeah, he's the
which always made me laugh.
So funny.
Doesn't he come to him as a horse?
Yeah, it's Catherine the horse.
His Catherine the Great. Wife.
Have you ever seen The Great? It's a comedy on Netflix about Hulu about Catherine the Great. It's great. Okay. I highly recommend. It's fucking fantastic. So they're talking about like old school abortion days, and like the chick puts like a lemon top in her vagina after sex.
Jesus.
It's like prostitutes that walked around like concerts, like big orchestra concerts, would carry oranges because they were a natural spermicide. Yeah.
The citrus gets rid of the
squeeze
sperms.
it on the vajayjay apparently, and you'll kill all the spermy wormies.
She puts a lemon in there though.
I'm not gonna put a lemon in my coochie.
Don't
make it lemon fresh.
Probably smells good.
That's the power of Pine Sol, baby.
That smells like Pine Sol.
That's the power of Pine Sol, baby.
But as far as gardens though,
do you think? Wait. Before we say, does that spokeslady? Do you think she has to wear like Pine Sol
t-shirts and jerseys?
No, Pine Sol scented like perfume, so she just always smells like Pine Sol.
The bigger black lady. It's so funny that she still does it after years.
Hey, that's the power of Pine Sol.
I mean, shit. If it pays you, it pays you.
God damn it.
No, but I was saying, but do you think people were saying, "Oh, it's the best movie since Endgame"? And
it honestly,
it probably is.
It was, really
but I think it's just a really good.
Is it better than Spider-Man?
So hard. No Way Home is so. I mean,
it's good.
The clip alone that they share all the time with them all talking.
Yeah.
When they're like, "I fought a guy from space." Really, I want to fight a guy from space.
I fought an alien, but it's like a black goo
thing. Really. So what do you guys?
But that's like the best part of the movie.
I know, but I'm saying just seeing
the rest is
William
kind of
Dafoe. That scene where he beats the shit out of him.
What is his name?
William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe?
Willem Dafoe.
His name is not William. It's a Willem.
Willie Dafoe.
It's not William.
It's Willem.
Will.I.am the Dafoe.
No, Will.I.am spelled out William.
Is it not spelled like Will.I.am?
Willem.
Willem.
There's no Will.I.am has I and A at the end. There's no I and A at the end of Willem.
That's fucking weird.
Dafoe. Anyway, that's
who has
the shit out of him.
Confusingly large penis.
They have a great.
Yeah, I've heard that story.
See?
That's a real thing.
Probably from you, because you say that story every time.
No, it's a story. It's
a real
in the
thing.
Old Besters podcast, he would always
when he
talk
plays
about
the devil or something.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was some movie where the director's like, I filmed it, and it was like distorting how big it was because he felt like they were going to think it was him having a fake penis.
Who has that big of a dick that it has to be that
Willem
distracted?
Dafoe.
Him and that guy off of Family Guy. What's the other one? James Woods.
James Woods is a massive cock?
That's what everyone says. James Woods and Bill Hader.
He dates hella hot girls.
You go, James Woods.
Well, Bill Hader got
Bill Hader's like,
Anna Kendrick, which blew my mind.
Some chick was talking about him, like,
skinny white guys.
Is it weird that
really
fucking
skinny white guys? They have no meat on them, so they just hang.
All goes.
Is Seth MacFarlane's friends with James Woods and
I think he used to be before
David Lynch?
I think he used to be with James Woods before James Woods went
But is he also
crazy.
friends with David Lynch? Because David Lynch shows up in Family Guy all the fucking time.
He knows all those people.
I don't doubt it. I started watching Orville.
Oh, Orville's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Orville's really good.
It's not as funny as you would expect it to be.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Really fucking.
Is it like Star Trek?
It's like a funnier Star Trek.
It's not that funny.
It's not that funny.
Is it better than Firefly?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Whoa.
It's not
a big Firefly.
It's not as entertaining
really,
as Firefly. I haven't even seen Firefly. I can tell you, it's probably not as action packed as Firefly.
It's not as action.
If you like the concept of Star Trek, of the original Star Trek, it's about as close to the original Star Trek as you can.
Well, and every story has like a moral.
I feel like.
Well, okay,
he tries.
He certainly knows Jean-Luc Picard,
but each story teaches you a lesson.
I feel like
life.
Firefly.
The funniest thing are the aliens. Their takes on aliens are really funny. Rob Lowe shows up in like the first episode. I believe he shows up in a
Chris
later
Trigger
episode. Yeah. He's the blue alien or whatever. Right?
He's the one that bangs the wife. Have you ever seen it?
Norm Macdonald's the slime.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald's the slime is fucking amazing.
Alan Tudyk is Isaac, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that makes
Donnie
sense.
mentioned that.
There's a lot of good actors in it. Like a lot of people pop up. Like
Firefly kind of gave like the legs to.
It's
like,
not the same thing.
Guardian type of vibe.
That
like a group of
Orville
scoundrels.
is not.
Orville's not the same thing. Yeah,
No, I know.
It's
I'm
like,
just saying what.
It's a space opera. You know, Star Wars, fucking Babylon 5, name fucking X things. It's space opera.
How many seasons did it go?
Orville?
Yeah,
It was like 4
3.
and counting.
3.
They're supposed to do a new
There's
one.
3 on
Hopefully.
Netflix. I mean, there's 3 on Disney Plus. That's where they're on currently.
Yeah, they're supposed to do another one because that's why they put it on Disney Plus and Hulu and it gave it a big boost in ratings and all that.
Did you watch Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to do a Best There Is podcast about it because Declan
Mark Jackson
hasn't watched the last episodes.
Oh, really?
Like literally, the last few episodes for me are fucking clutch. They're amazing.
I do like Vecna and stuff. Like I like him as a villain and stuff. Like
Even that fucking the Metallica scenes are so fucking good.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
not anybody relevant. I thought it was somebody important. They say it's Mark Jackson. The only Mark Jackson I can find when I look up Mark Jackson is the basketball player.
Yeah.
interesting. Well, they have a lot of
Coach or
famous
whatever.
voiceovers on that.
Or announcer,
Orville.
whatever
It's
the
good, and the special effects.
Speaking
are
of
solid.
voiceovers, from now on, Pedro Pascal is now just a voice actor. They said.
Okay, good.
Which just sucks
He's
because
not
I feel like that's
he doesn't
more.
do any of the acting.
It's more going away from Mandalorian. I myself, as an actor, would want to
Okay, you're not an actor.
be in that situation.
why don't you shut
It'd be
the
like
fuck
when
up.
you're in an anime though, or like a.
Yeah, but
You know what
I
I mean?
want to play that guy
But that's like
to act in that suit. To
But
get
it's hard to see out of the helmet.
like
He doesn't get
Christian Bell, who's method acting. He used to get really bad headaches in Batman Begins from the mask, but he said he would use it. Like he would imagine Batman is not comfortable,
But he's all pissed off.
and he would be irritable a little bit. Walking on the set, la di da, la di da. You know what I'm talking about?
Justice.
what is the big thing he yells though?
I can't remember.
Yeah, fucking perfect. What is it, Christian Bale for that freak out?
Yeah.
There's one line he says.
Oh, good
Isn't that
for you.
Oh, good for you. That's what it is.
Good for you. I love the Family Guy where they add Peter in it. I was just walking by, just trying to get by.
Family Guy is solid.
My
See, he
favorite
quit.
freak out.
People hate
right
Family Guy.
My-
I love Family Guy.
My favorite freak out is the trumpet guy. Have I shown you that?
Yeah.
Have I shown you that?
I performed that guy.
I walk up still on stage. Who the fuck are you? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You know artist. An artist respects the silence and serves as the foundation of creativity. You obviously don't have the talent. You don't have respect for yourself.
I can't believe you
Or
know
what it is
that.
to express yourself in music or any other form of creativity.
Do you know who else is up there for a good quote? Is this man
I'll get
touched
you,
my
bitch.
penis.
This man touched my penis.
Democracy.
This is democracy.
Have you seen that guy? Oh my
I'll
god.
pull it up for him.
It's democracy.
That one's a quick one.
He made a video where
After this podcast, I'll show you the
he made a video that he explained all of it though, right?
Oh, who's that one?
Some guy interviewed the Angry Trumpet guy too.
What was his issue?
That's hilarious.
You watched
think-
the whole
I
thing
think-
and he didn't barely talk. He just
I think he's not stable. Yeah, I just don't think he was
Interesting.
stable. But yeah. So
this is democracy manifest.
All right, well, hold
I
on.
looked up the way to find this video. By the way, I looked up democracy penis.
Democracy penis. That's great.
because he goes, this man has grabbed my.
followed a man he thought was one of Queensland's
To take him in, easier said than done.
Under arrest. Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
succulent
We're supposed to be
Chinese-
living in a democracy. And here they drag and this.
What erupted was not
Wait,
just
there it is.
And this is Democracy Manifest. Democracy Manifest.
we were all on the
Where's the this?
acting.
I understand that.
Where's the?
Or he's like,
penis.
he touched my penis.
It's
It's
not-
weird. They're just arresting a guy for no reason, but it's like in the
Here's the
70s.
charge. Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
A succulent
American Express
Chinese
investigator
meal?
followed
They don't have it, I guess, on that part.
I believe that it's all to do with
Because he's like, this man has grabbed my
What
penis.
is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Eventually, they had him in custody.
I believe that it's all
I want to see if the comments say anything about like.
But it's just really stupid. But it got really famous.
There it is. somebody might have turned into a song.
They did that with a couple of those ones.
Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. This is Headlock Manifest.
No, I gotta find the.
You just want to hear him say, "This man touched my penis"?
Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis, people.
But I just
Get your hand off my
I
penis.
could never be that cool getting arrested. I'd be freaking out like, oh man, I
My
didn't do
favorite
nothing.
is, "I'll get you, bitch."
He's getting arrested, and they're trying to push him in the car, and being so fucking chill, like this is democracy at its manifest, like just speaking so fucking good about it.
This guy gets tased. And he says, "I'll get you, bitch," and he points his cigarette at her.
That's when I see people get shocked like that. I always think, can I handle that?
No.
Can I handle?
No.
Dude, so many people, they get hit with it and they just stand there.
He's clearly on like crack or
Is
something.
crack just give you that power?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I
yeah.
have the power.
By the power of crack cocaine.
It's the power of skull caps. Blah.
Well, back to ending with Guardians.
You can guard these nuts.
What do you think
in
of
your
Star
mouth.
Lord? I feel like he's kind of wasted.
Star-Lord will return.
He had
Well,
no
the
helmet.
second movie's about him, right? The
Yeah.
second movie focuses like this. So the
It's
main
really sad that him and
characters of the
Gamora
Guardians,
couldn't get
the
back,
main characters of the Guardians, are Rocket and are Peter. Every time we watch, we mostly focus on them.
Okay.
It's what the second movie's about. It's what the third movie's about. First movie's more like more the
together.
building the ensemble.
Yeah.
But Rocket and Peter are like break because then Rocket shows up with Thor and Groot, and then Rocket shows up as like an actual like Avenger. He's one of the only surviving Guardians. The thing that the wings that Nebula had. My idea is those are made by Tony because they look like Tony. Her arm kind of shoots repulsors like Tony.
Yeah.
And you think like they spent years, not years, but they spent time
on that
floating
ship,
in
yeah.
space. You think that they played whatchamacallit, table
Football
with each other. So you think that they would maybe build a bond, and he maybe would build some technology for her. But
Let me fix your arm. Let me see it. You know, she has that.
she does mention that Rocket's the one who did her arm though later in the movie.
I just like,
but those wings were like
the love for
just
Rocket.
appeared out of nowhere.
The love for Rocket in this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like you could really tell all them, and even
The other thing
Gamora is like
James Gunn said about Groot.
what?
Is like the first Groot was raised as an animal, and this Groot's raised as a person. That's why they're so different.
Yeah.
It's like this is the first time Groot's ever been like treated as like not just an animal.
Groot at the end was cool. That scene
He's
where he's
fucking yoked, bro. Groot, go kaiju.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
When he gets all big, when
the
they
ship.
land down, he goes Groot, go kaiju, and he goes.
Because Groot in the original Guardians ones was huge size.
Yeah.
Like,
He wasn't. He didn't have width. The original one from the first appearance.
Yeah, he's
when he was
more
just a
tall
monster,
and
he had
lanky.
width.
he's more tall and lanky.
No, in the first appearance.
No, he's like thick. He
Oh,
looks
the
like
first appearance one, yeah, he's thick.
when they're all
That was, like, in the
monsters.
50s,
yeah, and he wasn't like Groot.
No, the first Guardians with him and Rocket, it's during that Annihilation thing. They
Yeah,
find him in a
he's-
Skrull prison. He's huge.
Yeah.
He's like super tall. So I
But
kind of like
he's-
how they ended it on that.
No, he's fucking yoked.
He's a little bit yoked, yeah.
the name's Rocket. Rocket Raccoon.
That was a cool
The
scene.
baby raccoons, and they climb on his back like real raccoons.
That was
do,
fucking.
and I
There
was
was so
like,
many parts where they're just tugging at the heartstrings in that movie.
Dude,
man.
then they save the animals. One of my favorite scenes is when they save the animals. There's a monkey that goes through
And it
like
causes
throw,
his
and
face.
it hops on this lady's face, just starts going at her, and I'm like, that must suck.
Did you know that Drax runs out with high evolutionary over
Yeah.
his shoulder?
He's in the prison at nowhere.
Oh, okay.
That's smart. That's not gonna be bad for anybody.
Yeah, they'll probably bring him back. I like
Well,
how they're
Guns
not
is
killing the
gone.
fucking villains every movie.
Is High Evolutionary always a bad guy in the comics though?
No,
Yeah.
he has a lot of. He does a lot of weird shit in the books, though. Like, there's a lot of weird parts where he makes Wanda and.
Is he a human?
Yeah, he used to be a human, and he met Sinister, and him and Sinister were buddies back in the day, and Sinister.
You like to rip up shit, rip up people. I like to
Yeah.
rip up people.
How old's Sinister?
you like to
Do we
explain
just become best friends?
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Did we become best friends? Do you want to go out? You want to go out in the garage and
There's 16.
what do they say? play with nunchucks.
Play with my drums or play with nunchucks.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Do karate.
Do karate is what it is. Yeah.
Him and Sinister just like, oh, you like ripping people in half and experimenting on them, making weird mutant animal things.
How old is Sinister?
We need Ryan here.
So it's like how old?
Ryan was
like English days.
My cousin Ryan was giving us on Bester's podcast all the different Sinister stories.
Oh, that news thing? Oh, I haven't watched it. I haven't read it yet. I'm waiting for it to get in a trade paperback.
How Sinister's new Sinisters and
new Sinister,
female
old Sinister.
sexy Sinister.
That one was his conscience transferred bad because he has like if he dies, his conscience will like transfer to a clone. Like Rick and Morty
it's bad and dysfunctioning because it's a woman.
No,
nicely.
No, this chick steals it. This chick like steals the power and the essence.
More
of
power
Sinister.
to
her. She's in there, but she's kind of controlling the personality more so.
Oh, okay.
And that's the one that fights Wolverine's son, and I think Daken kills him.
What?
Daken kills her. That version of Sinister, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
I thought Daken got drowned by Wolverine.
He did.
Then how did he come back alive?
Why did Wolverine drown him?
Wolverine drowned him.
Wolverine had to end him.
Well, because the first time he dies, he blows himself up to fuck with Wolverine, to like fuck with his dad, basically. And then the second time he comes back is part of the Apocalypse Seed or whatever the fuck it was.
It's when they're trying to get Genesis.
Yeah,
the little kid Apocalypse,
and they're doing all that weird shit. And somehow he comes back, comes like a 4 horsemen of Apocalypse, and then like he basically like threatens to kill like the little kid Apocalypse, and like fucking Wolverine's like, you're not, I can't redeem you, blah blah blah. So he drowns him in a puddle. And then he comes back when they resurrect all the clones for the House of X thing. Because every mutant came back to life for House of X. It's so good. House of X is so good. You got to just...
You mean the Krakoa.
All that.
Krakoa, where they're able to... Like, Ryan gave us the lesson about how
good
everybody gets brought back to life.
But now people are, like, stealing their dead bodies.
Yeah.
And
well,
like
that's... I guess recently they've been realizing where are the Wolverine bodies are... starting to show up that they've been like tossing to the side.
It's all kinds of problems. Like there's
that is an infinite resource of adamantium then.
Well, kind of. It's I don't know. It's this weird thing. Like they explain it, but I can't remember the exact.
So
how they explain
does he always get adamantium back on his bones? How?
I have no idea. They explain it somehow. Because it's reality.
So that means they can make infinite adamantium, right?
They can manipulate.
They gotta keep killing Wolverine.
Yeah, and they just make infinite metal, right?
Kind of.
But I don't think Wolverine wants to keep dying.
Yeah. And like half the time he like jumps
Kid
into
Omega,
the sun.
they said they couldn't fix him though or something.
He comes back like an old man or something. All
yeah,
weird.
Ryan told me something about his conscience. It didn't download right or something.
Well, that was when they were dying on other planes of existence. So like when they died in like Elseworlds.
They have to die on Krakoa.
Cap Britain.
Avalon.
Yeah. They died there. They couldn't bring their souls back, and like it kind of like took all their souls from the multiverse and put them together. It's like Wild Child comes back like fucking monstrous and super more vicious and more powerful.
Wild Child?
Yeah, the little baby baby Sabretooth.
It's in Age of Apocalypse. Sabretooth's normal because all his craziness is in this little fucking toad-looking guy.
He's just the Indian bounty hunter. Was it the other gray? What the Indian bounty hunter guy that works for Sinister? Gray, whatever. He's part of it. The Rock guy. All of them come back that die there. Come back all different.
Oh, I know. Rockslide does.
Yeah, Rockslide and Gray something. I can't remember. The one that worked with Sinister. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But those like that whole story and the Sins of Sinister thing. It's like an alternate reality.
Dude.
That's him. That's the beefy version though.
That's a new one.
Yeah, that's the
Type Age of Apocalypse. Wild Child.
Yeah, that's more him. That's him off the Daken series.
Yeah, but he's a lot different in that too. Because
that one's more like dark and gritty.
In the Age of Apocalypse, he's like that, but skinnier and scrawnier.
Yeah, he's like a little kid version of fucking Sabretooth.
He has long hair, and he's
Sabretooth was like 7,
and he has to carry a chain on him, kind of like
that the bottom one.
He has to carry him on a chain. He's like a little rabbit chihuahua. Yeah. But that's only in Age of Apocalypse where Apocalypse won.
Well, he's in
that reality.
He's one of the like Romulus trained him in those Wolverine origin books and all that shit.
Romulus.
I don't know if I even follow Romulus. I don't. Is that even legit?
Because I can't remember how he dies. I think like Cloak or Dagger.
Remus kills him.
Well, no, like he falls into like Cloak's dark universe thing. Some weird shit. They killed him off in some weird way.
Is he just some dude, or is he like legit?
He's like the original like Wolverine kind of character, like Lupine, whatever you want to call it.
Well, yeah. Well, like, Remus and Romulus were the guys for the origin of fucking Rome or whatever.
He's like and that's where he comes from. Literally, he's like the first like Wolverine-ish like animalistic.
So he's immoral. Remus and Romulus.
Yep.
From the story of Remus and Romulus.
Yep.
Okay.
'Cause he was like that.
Well, I guess Romulus killed Remus then.
It wasn't.
Did he have a brother that he killed?
I think so. It does tie into that. They don't really go into it that much because he's like the mysterious character for all of X-Men Origins or Wolverine Origins.
He's got 4 claws.
Yeah.
And long nails. He's got 5 claws and long nails. Why do they just keep giving him more claws?
Oh, Romulus is so fucking stupid.
It was a weird
And
one.
you find out he's been cloning Sabretooth forever. That's why.
He's that. Yeah,
why Wolverine keeps running into him is because he makes his life hell for him no matter what, and we'll make another Sabretooth to show up to fight him.
Just to torture Wolverine.
Why?
Because Wolverine, like, he wanted to, like, be his, like, son.
Master.
And, like,
But he never
his
appeared
people.
in front of him or anything. Wolverine didn't know who the fuck he was.
Well, yeah,
I'm Romulus. Who?
Well, when he gets his, like...
I don't even know who you are.
He does some with
You
him.
took
doesn't he? He
everything
killed the
from
chick.
me.
The chick in Canada, the one that had his first kid or something. That was like Romulus. Like every bad thing that's ever happened in Wolverine's life turns out to be Romulus.
Yeah, there's 2 Wolverines inside you. One tells only truth, the other one tells only lies.
Sure.
All I can ever think is, do you know there's 2 bears inside of you?
God damn it.
There's a big bear and a little bear.
Is that from
You
New
like
Mutants?
those movies?
What one was that one?
New Mutants?
I actually didn't mind it.
You're a freak.
I like those
I
characters,
think
though.
it's
Anya
that's the hard
Taylor-Joy
thing.
is,
That's the
Like,
hard
Magic
thing.
was really cool, but they
Yeah,
just did
Anya
it horrible.
Taylor-Joy is
I think the girl was
Amazing.
okay as
Moonstar.
Moonstar was alright.
Not
Moonstar
Dog
was
Girl.
No.
Dog, that was a
Look,
wasted
she
one.
turned into a dog.
Because that character
Cannonball
is actually pretty
sucked.
cool. Like, in the comics, they could have made her
You
better.
could
And the
have fooled
actress
me.
is way better, too. Like,
Yeah, that's
It was just terrible
Arya
writing.
Stark.
it was just terrible.
She
writing.
killed the Night King.
What do you think about House of Dragon?
It's good. It's much better than Game of Thrones.
Actually, is.
What?
Yeah, much better than Game of Thrones. Much more interesting.
Do you think they'll ever do another
There's less
Gamora, though?
stuff.
Gamora?
Where do you think she ends up now?
She says she's done. The actress.
Well, you could recast
So
them.
Nebula's done.
Gamora's done.
I don't think.
Drax
I don't think
done.
Nebula's done.
Bradley Cooper done.
Probably.
No.
No, of course
His is
not.
a voiceover, dude. That's easy.
Yeah.
Rocket was an Avenger, dude. You gotta remember that. I always tell everybody.
Yeah.
We forget this motherfucker was an Endgame.
Well, I think they're gonna do like the next Guardians will just be the new team.
If they do it, I don't think we'll see a Guardians anytime soon.
I don't know. This one made a lot of money.
Characters may flock to other places.
Yeah.
Rocket could be on the new Avengers. If they do a new Avengers with Shang-Chi and shit like that, I could see Rocket joining them with maybe another person.
I think. Well, you have to have Adam Warlock and more stuff. I feel like he's such.
I thought we were going to space right now. I thought that was the plan, but
Fantastic Four.
but we need all these characters. So
I think if they do Annihilus,
to the negative zone anyway.
if you do Annihilus, you have to do the Annihilation Wave. I feel like because that's like the only Annihilus story. I mean, there's
Sure.
other ones where he like kidnaps the fucking.
Or you could just do
kids.
whatever you want with it, right?
I'm just saying, like they kind of always do like the greatest hits. Like even like Kai Evolutionary, they kind of
Is-
did the greatest hits.
Is Ultron supposed to come back? Is that the
I
rumor?
heard in Armor Wars he's supposed to come back.
Okay, good.
H- Hence why it was a TV show, and then they moved it to now
What's his
being
name? Something California. Robert California.
David Spader. Or
Well, no, his name is Robert California.
fine, Robert California.
What?
That's David Spader's name in not David
Dick
Spade.
Spade.
Spader's Jim Spader.
Dave Spade.
Dave Spader.
Some
I can't
Spade.
remember. Spade. No,
Spader.
Spader is the is
The actor.
Robert California. He's the guy from The Office and the guy who plays Ultron. There's David Spade, who's the comedian in
A bunch of shit.
Tommy Boy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
What's that one? He was Joe Dirt.
Yes, James Spader.
yeah,
Joe
James
Dirt.
Spader.
Joe Dirt 2 is actually kind of funny.
Joe Dirt wasn't bad.
I like
Kinda
Joe
I don't want
Dirt.
to talk about Joe
Joe
Dirt.
Dirt was
all
alright,
podcast.
but Joe Dirt 2 came
off,
on.
guys.
My wife was watching it, and it's not that bad. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's next. Drax is done. Batista said he's done.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think
like-
they'll recast it.
He wants to be a serious actor now. Have you seen Knock at the
No, he wants to play
Cabin?
Bane.
He wants to be a serious actor now. He wants to be seen as a thespian.
That's the thing is, Gunn already said.
He's already been in a Denis Villeneuve movie. What else does he need?
Gunn
He's in,
already said a lot of these guys he's
in
open
Blade
to
Runner.
work with again.
Yeah. I think he'll
Karen
pop up.
Gillian said out that she wants Poison Ivy.
because I'm a redhead and I identify with redhead.
But I can't see her doing it.
I think Chris Pratt comes as fucking
Booster?
Gold.
No, it's too on the nose.
Come on. That's
Do you know
fucking perfect.
who's been talking about he wants to play it, and which I think was my second
Get Rainn Wilson to play Ragman.
pick for
I would die if Rainn Wilson played Ragman.
my second pick for Deadpool, Stifler. Stifler is interesting.
Yeah, Stifler's a decent choice. Stifler actually, face-wise, wouldn't make a bad Sentry. I don't know if he could pull that role off. I don't know what his Stifler's chops are like, but get what's his name? Get Aquaman to be him. Not Momoa. Get Jack Reacher to play him.
No, dude, get whatchamacallit.
I heard Jack he's the secret villain of Fast X.
Who?
Jack Reacher.
Because he could literally, with his bare hands, kill everybody else in those movies.
You find out he's the new Mr. Nobody.
God, fucking Fast X.
Wait,
that's so terrible.
Mr. Nobody.
You ever watch Fast and the Furious?
Mr. Nobody?
It's Kurt Russell.
Fast and the Furious movies is so
I don't remember that part.
All right, well, that's it for us. I'm going to have
to... He would kill them, though, right?
Get you, baby. Get you all caught up on Fast and the Furious. We got to go and have Declan watch Fast and the Furious. It's at least 5 to 9.
God.
Not again.
I can't believe there's that many.
No, there's more than that. There's 1 through 4.
That's horrible. I'm just saying, like...
What movie are they going to split into 3? Is it Fast and Furious?
Yeah. I was talking to a guy...
Splitting into 3.
Still.
That's why he's saying the Jack Reacher guy might be...
Wait, so
Thad
Fast
Castle.
X is going to be 3 movies?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Vin Diesel said it on the red carpet. It was already going to be 2 parts.
Oh, that's so horrible.
Have you ever seen Blue Mountain State?
I love Blue Mountain
State. That's Thad Castle.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for us right now.
Fuck you, John Elway. That's the scene my buddy sends to me all the time. When the Broncos lose, he sends me the scene breaking that play.
Poor John Elway.
Because Blue Mountain State, they play football in Colorado, and he breaks
so
John
funny.
Elway's
it's
touchdown
so
record
good,
in
dude.
the state of California or whatever. I mean, the state of Colorado or whatever. And then he
What a beast.
Fuck you, John Elway, and snaps
He's in
the thing. He's Aquaman in Smallville.
And Titans.
Yeah. Is he Aquaman in Titans?
No, he's Hawk and Dove.
Is he?
Yeah. He's Hawk and Dove in Titans.
He's not as big as he is in Reacher, right?
He's pretty jacked.
Well, in Reacher,
He's yoked.
In Reacher, he's even... The next season of Reacher, he's going to get bigger.
Really?
That's what he said.
I'm a grow.
There's a scene where he's like in the prison cell and he hops down from the bed and he's like...
He's Raphael and does Raphael's voice in the Bay movies.
And Tyson...
his body
Teen Titans.
Does he do the mocap
Yeah,
for
he
it?
has a mocap too.
Interesting.
Do all the voice actors do mocap?
Johnny Knoxville didn't do it on the first one.
Are they like...
he has voiced them. Then he left and the guy that did the mocap did
Has a new movie coming out, doesn't he?
Who?
Johnny Knoxville?
I don't know.
They're not like Benedict Cumberbatch playing Smaug where he's crawling on the ground.
He's amazing.
It was hilarious.
He's amazing. All right. I'll wrap it up. And then
you can Smaug this dick in your mouth.
That was our little bit of movie talk. And we'll be back later. Thank you, Levi. Thank you, Declan. And that's it for right now. Bye.
Penis.